Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to House Flipper for the second part, and probably final part of the Pets DLC. Ah yes, lovely. I just figured I'd have a nice relax out in the pool here today before we get on to today's work and hard graft of flipping houses left, right and centre, which is all we kind of do in this game. Strange, the game called House Flipper is about flipping houses, but that's what they decided to do. Anyway, we should probably get out of the pool and head on back inside the house because we've got work to do. Fortunately, don't have to towel off because I don't have a body, so we don't have to worry about that. Anyway, yes, sorry, I don't know, I thought it would make a funny intro. Let's get right back on with it. We had our introduction to, of course, the pets. Where we have, oh god, spiders, man. Spiders. I don't even want to look, I just want to click off the thing. There we go, just got rid of the dot. I don't want to see them. Yeah. No thanks. Anyway. Got all the cute little kittens. It's fine. Anyway, let's go back to... Alright, so we got two. We got you up here, we got you down here. You look somewhat smaller, but then you also look... So we got the one floor, but big. And we got smaller, but clearly two floor. Alright then. Mark has always had a clear idea of himself. A sportsman? Yes. A gentleman? Sure. The best son in the world? Well, not really. Yet, his parents are old, so Mark's decided to move in with them. His wife likes the idea. The neighborhood is ideal for anyone who enjoys running, cycling, and swimming, just like they do. The son's a bit skeptical about it, but the family dog will love it. Honestly, if the wife is happy to move in with the parents, they're probably going to end up dead in about 6 months. I would guess.
As you know, we're moving in with my parents, and we are on the home stretch right now. More people, more pets. It will get crowded here. There's a lot to do, but nothing too complicated. Renovate the rooms upstairs, build a doghouse for Champ in the garden, and prepare a place for him in the living room. He's not a backyard dog. A fellow sportsman, I would say. One more thing. Don't let my mom's cat out of the bedroom. That's it. All in all, not a long shot for you.
Oh dear. Is the cat going to break out the bedroom and we got to go running around chasing after the bloody thing? Seems likely. Okay then. Going to sell the front door? Oh no. I'm trapped. Gotta be another way out of here. Oh good. Back door. That's fine. Okay, so apparently I gotta buy... Let me for exterior? Ooh, I got... Ooh. Big. Yeah. Lovely. Not sure I like that, but then I'll ask it. Nope. What the fuck was that? I think I heard the sound of a ghost baby crying. Works for me. And apparently we do have to paint the walls again. Of course we do. Nice and consistent. Okay, we're fine with the kitchen. We're fine with the downstairs bathroom. The lounge? Ooh, okay. Double sideboard. Is that the double? No, that's not the double sideboard. Is this a double side? There it is. And the sofa. Okay. Wow, that is... Yep, that's a thing for a cat. We're gonna have to be careful about that. Apparently there's a cat that could potentially get on the loose. Hang on, what are we buying? Ooh. Come on, go in just the right spot. Lovely. Alright, dog stuff can go in this corner then, I guess. That's a big bed. It's almost too big. Can I put it on top of it? No, apparently I can't put it on top of anything. Let's sneak it into the corner there, which is a shame. Apparently we've got like an auto waterer. Because, you know, you don't actually have to look after your pets these days. Lovely. Hey, Jagoth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, nothing in the garage. Alright, oh, did I check this room? Ah, basement. Nothing? Nope. Alright. So, apparently, I've got to buy a large dog house. That is indeed a large dog house. So, where are we going to put it? In the corner? Could put it there. We've got... Could put it around here-ish? Could put it sort of there-ish. Or it could go over in that corner. Or it could go here, like right next to the house. Squeeze it in. No, I can't squeeze it in there. Most auto water bowls have a fountain on them that circulates the water, making it better for pets. Oh. Well, that's the thing. We just have a bowl. Well, hey. I even got it the right way around. That's lucky. Excuse me. Right. Can we... You'd think we'd be, like, able to do that, but I guess not. We're just gonna have to put it here and hope that they can find it in the tall grass. It'll be like a game. Excellent. Very good. Don't let the cat out. cleaning windows. Fun oh fun. At least they're smaller windows. Oh, plaster. Gonna need a bit of plaster, are we? Nope, that's paint. I need plaster. Oh. Sorted. Don't know if I'm going to need you again. Drop you out there just in case. Right, so carpet. Paint some peach. And even though it doesn't ask, I may as well paint this, otherwise it'll just look ugly and horrible. Alright, very good. Oh, repair an electrical outlet. I thought I saw that earlier. Excellent. Whoop. Ah, radiator. You don't have to mount radiators all that often. That's nice and simple. I like that. Very good. Right. Bed. Oh, is it just one across? That's gonna bug the fuck out of me. Nope, nope, no, no. Can't be done. Can't be having it. Absolutely not. I know he's liable to just burn his hands when he tries to turn on the light, but screw it. Picky? Yes, of course I'm picky. Always. Nice. Throw everything in a pile and let them sort it out. Well, I do that sometimes, because sometimes you just don't have a choice. You just cannot fit everything in place. But, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, what I put down, that's just a suggestion. You know, it's just a recommendation. You don't have to do things the way I do things. You can always, you know, move them after I do it. lamp. Apparently it's the destroyer of worlds duck. Cool. Ooh, whiteboard. Fancy. Pop you there. Books. Ooh, poster. Nice. Ooh. A lot of stuff to sell in here, apparently. Wow. Okay. Floor tiles. Nice and smooth, I like that. I'm assuming that's where that's going. Yeah. Nice. Oh, right, I've got to pick. Assuming I want it in this corner. That'll do it. Right in the middle. Lovely. Toilet. Nice. Towel rack and oh, 2 sinks. Couple of these ought to do it. Drop those down, plug those in, nice and easy. Sorted. Nice and simple. We got a towel radiator, of course. Right. So we've got two types of panel. We can go with the squares that are similar to the floor, so it would be consistent. Or we could go for the blue and something a little different in color. I'm leaning towards the blue, because I do like the white on the floor, but I also like the floor and the walls to have different colors. So I'm leaning towards the blue. It's also a bathroom. Excellent. Here's a clue, make all the red blue. I'm afraid I don't know what you're referencing. Doesn't ring a bell. Excellent. Link's Awakening colored dungeon hint. Blimey, that's going back a ways. They really like this fuzzy carpet in this DLC, don't they? You want one? I'm sure you can buy fuzzy carpets all over the place. I know they're quite popular here in the UK, at least. I don't necessarily know about America, of course, but I would imagine you can probably buy them there too. Clean the windows again. You're not American? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're Canadian. It's close. It's North American. It's all about the same, really. That's gonna piss some people off. Guess we don't get a choice at this one. Big fucking curtains, right. Let's pop those up. Nice. Alright, what have we got? Ooh, big double bed. Which we can barely squeeze in at the far end over here. And methinks this is all going to be a tight fit. That's a thing, I suppose. Oh, I see. These are supposed to be like... supposed to go here, are they? Good. Dog get to bed too. This is a really small bedroom for 2 people. It probably should have been the other way around, you know, where the other bedroom had the double bed and this room had the single. So when you look at this room for a double bed, and yet this room for a single, actually no. Well, okay, I think actually in terms of square footage they're probably about the same, but whatever. Now, we were very specifically told don't let the cat out of here, so we haven't finished yet. Hello? Ooh, hello. Pet. Yep, that's one smug-looking cat. Got to be careful not to let it out of the room. Oh wait, hang on. That's... huh. I figured there'd be something to do in here because there's still things left to do. Is it gonna make a break for it? No, we're fine. So what am I missing then? Attic. Aha! Why is there blood on the floor? I'm not paid to ask questions. No, I'm just paid to clean, well, occasionally clean and install things. Yes. Do not ask questions. Questions are bad for the health. Well, that makes it look a bit nicer at least. Really covers up those old blood stains. You know, technically I'm pretty sure if something bad happened here and I'm the fact I'm renovating it, I'm pretty sure this makes me culpable now. So what do we got? We got that. And we got... ooh. See, These are very similar to the floorboards, but I'm not sure if I like the brick look. Maybe brick on just the side bits. And then maybe floorboards or panels or whatever. Yeah. Actually, that works out rather well. I kind of wish... I wish I could paint these beams to be darker, but I don't think you can do that. Which is a shame. Oh, it works like that. I haven't had the chance to do anything with these yet. Wasn't sure how they worked. You see, now that's annoying. Because it wants me to do 5, but... Ooh, actually that worked out rather well. Well, okay then, what we got? Billiard table. Good old snooker. Actually, no, it's probably billiards, not snooker. Because it's never snooker. Okay, so we need a bit of space all around it. Where are you? Actually, we got a bit more space on this side, I think. You can pull it this way a little bit. Just a bit. You need the room for the cues. Ooh. Ooh, where on earth are we gonna put a bloody light switch? Stick it right. Nope, can't put it there. Yeah, I don't... I guess we could just slap it on the wall there. Yep, that works really well. Ah. Oh, that could work. We do... I need to take you off. XL. That's a bit more like it. Nice. Now apparently we need to put some sort of dog enclosure thing up again, because that worked out so well for me last time, but I'm not exactly sure where. Like, do we put it on the side with that? Do we put it on the side with that? Where am I supposed to be putting this? Oh, that's wrong. Yep, great enclosure, not even a gate. Yep. Excellent. All done and sorted. Alright, what we got next? The other one I didn't do before? Yep. The bungalow. Although it might have an attic conversion. The idea might be to just keep it so the dog can't run downstairs, but he's free to go up and down when he wants. That's possible. I mean, you think the ladder would be too steep for a dog to climb. It might be more for the cat. I mean, looking at the intro bit, it was a pretty bloody big dog. I don't know, our cat used to love climbing up the ladder into the downstairs attic. All the bloody time. Rima and Jake bumped into each other at an amateur rally. They laughed it off and parted in peace. Oddly enough, they met again just a few days later at a dog show. Their Australian shepherds may have had their paw in that one. It quickly became obvious they shared the same dream. They moved into Cozy Village to tune cars, participate in rallies, and run freely with their dogs. So this is like that 101 Dalmatians live action movie thing.
We've gotten bored with the monotony of our lives. Computers, papers, meetings, deadlines. There's more to life than that. The smell of burned tires, adrenaline, speed, the atmosphere of rallies, proving that we are the best. That's why we quit our jobs. The other reason is our dogs. We love working with them. We've got plenty of room for more than the couple we own. Why not have a handsome pack of Australian Shepherds here? With them, it will be like a small paradise.
Fair enough. There's a big house. Wait, that's a closet? I don't think that's a closet. I mean, points for effort, I suppose, but nope, nothing in there. Corridor, kitchen. Ooh, remove trash. What am I, the maid? Hanger for kitchen utensils. Let's see, exhaust hood. Wait, are we getting rid of everything? Not that. Filled in container. This. Okay. Let's move you onto the table, so at least they're out of the way. In their eyes, yes. Fair. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guess we're changing the red tiles. Okay, so we want copper coin and tiles. I think we want the tiles in a very particular location, so let's see what we've got. We do have a corner cabinet at least. You're gonna make it the same way? Yes, probably. Right. No, not just plain white. That's boring. Maybe I should stick with lighter colors. I don't know. Yeah, nobody ever looks at the handles. Okay, I need a better look on the top. No, that matches quite well. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Nice. We'll stick with the basic brick red. Looks fine. Alright, so we got that bad boy. What's all this? Ah, that changes the hob rings. That changes the base on that. Ah, that's for the things. Those need to be black. I'm assuming that's the outside part. Yeah, that's fine. So we need... Actually, I kind of like that. Yes, that I like. We know it's going to go in here somewhere-ish. Okay. I think it says he wants 2 of these. I don't know why we need 2 sinks, but apparently we do. Who knew? Right, what else have we got? Is there a fridge in this? Yes, there is. Ooh, I like that. That's actually pretty good. Fridge can go where the other fridge went, because why the hell not? Ooh. Microwave. That'd be good. We could stick the microwave over here. No, it wasn't microwave, it was microwave. That was it. We could put it next to the fridge. Or we could put it over in that corner. I'm leaning towards this corner, actually. Alright, I like that. We could go there. Trying to work out where everything's going to fit is always difficult. Need to think. Now, I like that there. I think that's better there. The real question is, do I have something to fit in there? I don't think so, looking at these, which is a problem. Yeah, which is a problem of spacing, which is annoying, actually. Which means it probably ain't gonna fit. I don't know why you need 2 sinks. Bugs the hell out of me, right? Honestly, I don't think you've got room for all these cabinets and cupboards you want me to put in. Oh, those are hanging ones, that's fine. Might as well make it look all consistent. Why do you need... I still don't understand why you need 2 sinks. Oops. That'll do, actually. Doesn't look too bad. Right, so we've got a couple of hangers. And then we got some of these things. Put these back. Definitely gonna want to put the knives on display because, well, they're knives. If they don't like where I put them, they can always move them later. Ooh. Fancy. Right. All those on the side where you're going to be making the food. Let me off these bloody sinks. God. Bingo. Perfect. It's trying to paint through the bloody wall. Perfect. Nothing in this room. Good. Fine here. Fine there. Yep, good, 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 good. Right, so we've got 2 windows and some sliding doors. Which we can more or less put anywhere we want, can't we? I'm going to assume... Yeah, the game kind of... Ooh, God, doesn't that cause some lag? Ooh, look at that. Ugh. Lag. What is up with that? Oh, God, that frame rate drop. Okay. Hey, yeah. Nice. Oof. I mean, it's a nice way to get some windows. It's weird that they've only like added this in as an option now on this DLC. Because you'd think that would be something they'd have put in much earlier. It'll probably be like directly integrated into the sequel, which would actually make a lot of sense. Anyway, I just noticed it's gone 4 o'clock, so we'll take a break and keep going when we get back. See you in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, let's finish this off. What have we got? We got stuff. I don't know what. Gotta put a radiator in. Gotta put a mat. Gotta put a couple of gate sections. Get off. God, why do I keep getting stuck on things? Okay. That's apparently not long enough. What are they expecting of me here? maybe... Trying to work out, like, if I'm gonna... Well, I'm thinking maybe they're asking me to, like, split the room up with, like, 2 different areas or something like that. But I'm trying to work out how to do that. That's right, you've got to put the things down yet, haven't you? Oh, for... Come on. That'll do it. I mean, yes, okay, one of them technically gets a slightly smaller area, but screw it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe not right next to the entrance. You both get to share it. I don't really know what they were asking for me in this place, truth be told. It just sort of never quite fit. Because I always said that, like, I always feel the devs have a very particular idea of what, yeah, that's fine, of what they want from you when, you know, you're doing your thing and you're building up the room and whatnot. And it's like, sometimes I can see exactly what they were going for. Sometimes I really can't. these. Yep. Okay, apparently we're keeping the oddly tiled back wall, but fair enough. Ooh, curtains. Those down. See, with a room like this, you can more or less just... Yeah, there's plenty of things to be able to do in your own way. But as I say, there are some rooms where you're just like, what is it? What did you want from me, Devs? What was it you had in mind? Because I'm not seeing it. Maybe move you. Fair enough. Might be a tad on the big side, but I think I can fit it in. I don't like the pink color though. Let's go with a different color. What do we reckon? Blue? We just go basic white, but it's kind of boring. Light blue I like. Soft blue. Yeah, blind them. I say I wanted 2 of these. Perfect. I didn't actually need to go down to the basement despite the fact that there was one. Huh. Is that what I was always supposed to do when it gave me so many bits? Was I supposed to create layers to this shit? I'd never considered doing that. I think my mind has been opened to new sauna possibilities. Fucking underground pool as well. Right. Bingo. Woo! Still not sold on that. I don't like that design, but I couldn't quite work out what the bloody hell they wanted. Alright. 2 more jobs. Perfect. I don't know how many more jobs there are gonna be. Big house, small house. Although she's been living in Cozy Village for more than a decade, nobody knows much about her. Rumor is that she used to be a teacher and the head of one of the most prestigious schools in the country. Organized and pedantic to a fault, she has to have everything under control. Her only foible is two adorable cats, Merlin and Ozzy. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Ms. Athena Karras. Well, okay then. She's having a fucking junkyard sale. What the hell is that?
We all need order. Without it, terrifying things happen. Take my neighbors. They almost put my cat on fire. By accident, of course. I am different. There is no place for accidents at my home. That's why I did so much to make your tasks unambiguous. I prepared everything. Furniture, tiles, paint, and bathroom fixtures. Just put it all together. Nothing beyond your capabilities, I suppose. It's not rocket science after all. Do your best and make the grade.
Wow, that is... I've never seen a House Flipper level like this before. Everything's pre-bought? I have no budget. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'll give the devs credit. This is not a normal level. Alright. Huh. Everything's pre-bought. I've just literally got to move it in. Wow. That is different. Nice to know they're trying a few different things. I wondered why all this shit was out here. Well, there you go then. I guess we're putting up the wallpaper. Suppose they had to start mixing up the formula eventually. I'm assuming we can sell it now. Actually get a bit of cash flow going. I suppose the tricky part is I gotta work out what the fuck is what out there. Because I have no idea. You know, in some ways, I think this is going to end up being a little more tedious than normal. I've got to grab everything from outside and lug it in. Like, points for effort, but I'm not necessarily sure this is going to be better. Fridge. Especially seeing as you can't move that fast when you've got certain items to lug around. Don't worry, ma'am. I'll save your cat. Okay. That is definitely something for in here then. Okay, why is this here? Wow. Apparently there's a corner hanging cabinet. Let's see. Ah. Oh, you need to be along just one more. That's more like it. That works. Alright, so the Odine dining table. What looks like a dining table? That. What do we think? Corner? Probably not. Yeah, that's definitely a separate room. Okay. We got the 5 chairs that are here. Odd that it's only 5, but okay. Last one. Alright, what we got? The Memi hanger. This? Yes. Which I think you can go here. And covered cat litter box times 2. Mouse cat toy, yarn cat toy. Um, ah. And the double cat bowl, which is these things. Goody! Apparently you can just do that. Well, there you go. Free food. Right, that's good. Hopefully. Right, what do we got here? Wallpaper. Kind of went over budget a bit with all this wallpaper. I mean, I know we need a lot of it, but still. Okay. Okay, wall-mounted TV. I think I've seen that kicking around here somewhere. What wall are we mounting it on, I wonder? I got a bookcase. So hang on. What are we actually looking at? Bookcase. bookcases. Corner sofa. Which is you, isn't it? What are we getting next? Bookcase. Apparently these pallets don't actually exist. I was thinking, oh, can I cheekily sell them and make a tiny bit of cash on the site? Nope, apparently not. That is... oh no, it's horizontal bookcase. Oh, we also need the tall ones anyway, so that as well. Okay, that's fine. That can go under the TV. Okay, long furry carpet. Long furry carpet. The yucca. What the hell is the... it's some sort of plant pot. Oh, these things. That's a big yucca. Is it yucca or is it yucca? Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure there are two clocks out here, so I just wanted to make sure I got the right bloody one. A photo of Tabby Kitten and books. Various books. Where's the photo? I think I remember. Ah. That is a fantastic picture. Now we grab the books, which we shall of course put on the bookshelf because they're books. I know, you're stunned. Lovely. Alright, well, we're slowly narrowing it down bit by bit. No, that just goes back outside. Okay. I think you overdid the paint slightly, but yeah, I won't say no. That's nice of her. Okay. Can we get rid of these? Oh good, we can. I hope I'm not going to regret that. Right. Double bed. Big, big, big double bed. Fortunately, I am like a superhero, so I can very easily lug things upstairs. Huh. I think this is where this thing's going to start getting a bit tedious. Having to run up and down stairs just lugging things around. Actually, what was the last thing we needed? A round bedside table. You? Might be. There's not a whole lot left, actually. Starting to narrow down amounts. This is what real movers do. Just lugging things up and down tables. Lugging things up and down tables. Lugging things up and down stairs all the bloody time. Can't move any faster. Ah! Four-door white wardrobe. Oh, for God's sake. Wall clock. Standing mirror. Whoop. the other one? Nightlight. Ooh. Okay. Come on, come on, do the thing, do the. Come on. Alright, let's get all these things up to where they need to go. This takes so bloody long. It's all just unscrewing screws and all that stuff. And I don't know why that keeps breaking. What that's supposed to do is to show you the back of the thing as the drum falls into place, and for some reason it just doesn't do that anymore. Alright, what do we got? The carpet. Only 3 things left, so... hey. Sorted. Can we sell any of this shit? We can sell that. Apparently we can't sell the pallets. Oh, yes, we can get rid of them though. Couldn't do that before. I guess maybe they weren't allowed to be removed until afterwards. Well, there you go then. All clean and sorted. Wonderful. Hopefully that's what she had in mind. She seemed very particular. Does make me wonder how the sequel's going to work out with this stuff. I do hope they keep these, because honestly for me this is the fun of the game. All these little tasks and stuff. It does make me wonder. I also don't know if the game's going to come out in early access or not. Because I think this game did. I think it did. Because I remember seeing videos of it like way back before I ever played it. But that was a long time ago. Years of living in the city drained Mr. Kenichi. Tired of all the hustle and bustle, he decided to retire to the countryside. I can assure you, countryside living ain't all it's cracked up to be. Having convinced his wife of the idea, they bought a lake house. The future has never looked brighter. They're going to play with their grandchildren, have guests, and keep a beautiful aquarium. Unfortunately, the house isn't ready for this yet. It needs some work. Could that be where I come in?
I can't say I didn't like our city apartment. It was cozy and close to theaters, cafes, and restaurants. But the noise was overwhelming, and the air not so fresh. Now, this is what I call a quality of life upgrade. Here, we've got everything we need. First of all, fantastic views, and more than enough space for us and our guests. Then, a big yard, a terrace, a lake, even a private pier. We'll get a new aquarium with the most colorful fish in the world. Our grandchildren will love it too.
Well, okay then. Oh, do some weeding. Nice. Bonk. Ooh. Oh, this technically counts as outside? Oh, and apparently I do need to do something on the dock. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Did one too, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. Duck! Okay, fair enough. I guess they're going to just ignore me. Well, let's make a start, I guess. A very messy start by the looks. A lovely looking place. clean. All right. Probably gotta destroy some walls right here. Yeah. Destroying walls is always the fun part. Apparently we're just getting rid of all the windows right now. There's more blood on the floor. Ugh. So much blood. Right. Gotta build some doors. Or walls even. Wrong one. Build myself a lintel. Nice. So that's all that. Alright, well that's the ground floor more or less settled, although hello. Nope, stuff out here too. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Couple of hanging chairs, huh? Guess I can work with that. And some hanging bulbs. Ah, that stuff. Okay. Three. Nice. Alright. It's 5 o'clock, so we shall take another break. And we'll get started on at least the ground floor for now. Don't know how many more levels there are on this, but I'll basically go up to 6 o'clock. And then we'll stop. And even if there's a bit left over, I doubt there'll be enough to justify a third stream. So we'll just leave it at the 2, I think. So, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, so what have we got? Floor. Oh, it wants me to do 2 types of floor. I can't make a decision like that. I don't even know what kind of room this is going to be. It's the kitchen, so we probably want tiles, actually. Apparently this one wants this kind of floor, which is odd. At least we're restoring what we destroyed earlier, so we're not having to make a decision yet, which is good. I gotta put a mountable window blind. I think we might need a slightly bigger one. But, yeah, sure, okay. Or it just makes itself bigger without actually telling you it's going to be bigger. That's confusing, but okay. Wait, you want two of them? Blimey. Fancy. Do you think it's big enough? I'm not sure. Can always be bigger. Well, yeah, that is true, actually. Hmm. Alright, let's try and put that. That's a bit better. Put that there. Where am I gonna put this? feel like I kind of used up all the room. And also there's no more shelves to put it on, really, because those ones are too small. Yeah, we'll just dump it on the floor and someone else can work it out. I think this is supposed to go in here. It's a bit weird, but okay. That'll do it. We need a light switch somewhere. Nope, need to be in the room to get the correct list. Alright. It matches. Rebuild the walls. We got away with one last time, should be fine. Excellent. Because I like that it all flows together, at least in terms of floorboards and whatnot, rather than suddenly switching to tiles. I mean, that's fine and all, but not great. I think probably supposed to be like that. At a guess. Really? You want 2 bloody sinks? Again? God, what is with these people in sinks? Ugh, I don't get it. Two bloody gas stoves too, and 2 hobs for them. 2 hobs, 2 vents. I don't know why. Have to show how posh they are. Well, yes. I get that, but still. And 2 fridges, because why the fuck not? Maybe they're like anticipating divorce or something. It's a very small radiator for a large kitchen, but then I suppose it's connected to all the others quite directly, so it probably wouldn't be too much of an issue if they were all on at once. Ah, it's a big clock. And that's a tiny flower. Okay. I'm glad they kept the tiles the same. Well, they're called tiles, but technically they're floorboards. See, that at least has nicer consistency to it. I like that. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look, but I mean, it feels about right. I can't have the thing going along here because then that blocks the bloody window. So, yeah, I think that... Oh, excuse me, I think that feels about right. How many friends are you planning on having in one place? Oh. Whoa. Where do you think the walls are going to go? I can't quite work it out. Alright, what are we doing? If you're in a house that big, you'd have all your friends round. Fair! Okay, building some walls. Why not? There. Hey, got a skill point. That's nice. Build some lintels, shall we? Alright. Excellent. Sell objects. Apparently you've got to sell that. Well, at least keeping things consistent, I suppose. Washer. Where are we going to put the washer, I wonder? Works for me. There had to be a reason for that. It's missing its drum. Oh, I know it popped back into existence. That's a weird bug. That was not there before. DLC must have brought it in. That's nice. Can you find the washing machine? Where could it be hiding? I think we should probably go for something slightly bigger than that. We'll go with blue because they're fish. You want 2? No. It was always like that? That's how it's been for you? Really? I've never seen that bug until this DLC came out. Oh well. Blue. Okay. Very good. Alright, so we got 2 different kinds of tiles. So what have we got? Bathtub, toilet, sink, and a towel radiator. No, and a shower as well. Because of course. Where are we gonna put the shower though? Don't know if I'll be able to fit them next to each other, but let's see what we can do. I don't know what kind of shower they're gonna want. Could put the shower in that corner, I guess. It always asks for too much in bathrooms sometimes, because you always want a shower and a bath, and it's kind of stupid to put both in separately. You either have a shower or you have a bath with a shower on it. You don't have a shower and a bath, because then it takes up way too much fucking room, as we can plainly see here. Come on. Go into place. Thank you. That corner. Not perfect, but it'll do. Sort of a little direct, just having the shower right in front of you, but it is what it is. Nice. Alright, so we've got both of these that we need to now do. I don't know why it always asks for like one wall to be one way and one to be another. You'd think consistency would be better. Guess not. Can't help but notice the budget bar seems to have broken. Whoops. Oh, really? Seriously? Alright, fine. We'll do it the hard way then, shall we? Actually, it pains me to have to do this. You'll see. I know this seems mad, but I did a little calculation earlier and I thought, oh, is that how we were probably supposed to do it? I worked out what the devs wanted. That's why I'm doing this. It wants 16 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is what the devs wanted. I know it looks stupid, but it fits. That's what I'm doing. So don't panic. I knew what I was doing when I started. Would you believe? It was either that or it would just be like one strip down there would have to be different, and I'm like, nope, not having that. Absolutely not. What I mean when I say the devs have their idea in their head. It's your job to work it out. At least in some respects. Okay. Sell, sell, sell. Door. You want a door. Yeah. Lovely. That's a lot of bricks. Actually quite nice. Right. Floor panels. All right. Good enough. Okay, a couple of ceiling lamps. Nothing too special. Ah, bedroom, huh? Actually, yeah, I like that. I mean, wake up and you look straight out the door, so you can see who's peeking in at you at night. Ooh. I don't even know where there on earth they're going to need those. Hang on, put those in last, shall we? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What have we got? A wardrobe, a TV. How big is this? Yeah, looks like bang goes that idea. Death watches. Well, has a tendency to. It's sort of his job. Another bloody vertical radiator. I don't know what the obsession this DLC has with these bloody vertical radiators. That's weird. Come on. Random. Okay. AC should always go above the big door. That's just kind of where it goes in these things. Come on, let me install it. Click. Now, where should the electrical outlets go? Let's put one there. And we'll put another over here. Perfect. Oh, there's a lot of walls in this place. Walls? Rooms. Something like. Hang on, is this a case of another bloody bed? Oh my god, it is. Out of curiosity, how much more have I got? Because I've only got like 10 minutes left. There's 2 downstairs rooms. Oh my god. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm not going to have time to finish this. Call it a hunch. Do a rush job. I don't do rush jobs. Ever. Now, I wasn't actually expecting this house to be quite so big. It's probably the last house of the lot, because they usually give you a really big job as the final one of the DLC. Ooh, lovely. Well, there you go then. Yeah, so we got... God, there's still so much to do around here, isn't there? Suppose we're supposed to put in a window there. Wow, yep, that's a nice window. I suppose this is probably supposed to be for like a bathroom, so yeah. And a washing room apparently. Ugh, blow neck. Okay. Let's see. God, we've got so much to do left here. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough for today, because I'm feeling really bloody tired. I will say, it takes a lot of concentration to play this game, because you're constantly thinking about, okay, what's going to go over here? Where am I going to put this next thing? Okay, what else is on the list? Okay, let's do all of this, and then we've got that to do, and then it's like, you forget how intense this game can be when you play it for 3 hours straight. It's the same reason I never did... oh, what was that game? Nanotale as a full series, because I just 3 hours of certain types of game can do a lot for you. Some games are easier and can do over longer periods. Some games not so much. So this game was tiring. Anyway, I know we didn't finish this. I'd say this is probably the last one, or there might be one more after this. So there probably isn't enough to justify a full another 3 hours. I only wanted to give it 2 sessions anyway, because there are other games I want to play on. But this is the House Flipper Pets DLC. It adds in a whole bunch of new stuff. I actually, once I worked out how it worked, I actually think I really like the fact that you can build and demolish windows and doors in various places. I think that's a really good idea. It's something that I honestly felt they needed in the main game and have wanted them to do for a while. So I like that. I think that's really, really, really good. Let's see what else. Obviously, the inclusion of pets, it's a nice addition. I don't think it's necessary for a house flipping game. I mean, it's a nice addition, but I wouldn't say, oh my god, the game is so much better with this. It's like, it's a nice to have. The task list, it's pretty bog standard. I did like the one where the woman had like pre-bought everything. That was different, you know, working out what goes where. That added a nice sort of puzzle element to it. I think if they decide to do that in the new game, might be fun to play around with. Now, in terms of the future of House Flipper, there is one more DLC, which is the Farm DLC, which I know has been announced, and I'm assuming, considering that House Flipper 2 has been announced as well, that the Farm DLC will be the final DLC for this game. But I guess that depends on who's working on which bits and this, that, and the other. So it's entirely possible maybe there'll be another DLC after the Farm DLC. I doubt it, honestly. Like, I'd be genuinely surprised if that were the case. But I mean, if there is, then obviously I will play it. But I will definitely play the Farm DLC when that comes out. It'll probably be later on this year, I'm assuming, like towards the end of the year probably. Maybe at the start of next year, but I don't know how long they're going to want to work on it with the sequel now, presumably at least in early development. And obviously once the sequel comes out, I will play that, because I like House Flipper. I like some bits of it more than others. As I've always said, I love these little jobs, these little tasks that you get. I really, really hope they're going to bring those back in the sequel. I'd be surprised if they didn't, considering it's pretty much 50% of the game. So I'm hoping that what they do is they take the sequel and they take all the things they've learnt making House Flipper 1, about what people like about it, what people don't like about it. I hope that they take all the features they've added into this game over the course of it. As I said, like the ability to remove and add in doors and windows is a good one, and changing stair types and all sorts of fun things like that. I honestly hope that they keep all of that stuff in as like have that in the base game, and then they could really build on top of it. I think my only thing that I really, really want them to do for House Flipper 2 is give us the ability to make our own houses. Like, you know, like a house planner or creator thing, so we can then unleash them into the House Flipper community and say, here you go, I've made a house. What can you make of this? Because I think that, along with the fact that obviously this game has like the Steam Workshop, where you can create your own assets to place in houses and stuff, like that was sorely needed, I think. And when they finally added it, I was like, yes, that's good, like, you know. And I always said I really wanted them to make your sort of like a house maker thing. I know there is like a house builder simulator that's in the works. I may look at that when it comes out, depending on how it goes. There's several like simulator games I've got my eye on, but most of them are like haven't been released yet or in early access. So don't want a flood of dick-shaped houses, because that's how you get a flood of dick-shaped houses. Well, you just don't download them for obvious reasons. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I mean, there are things that I want to. There's certain things I'd love to make. It depends on what the limitations of the tools are, but I think it'd be fun. I've got ideas for what I'd love to do in House Flipper if we ever did get a house creator. Or maybe a flip maker or something like that. I don't know what you'd call it. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.